What's happening, people? Back with another reaction, back with some more Grace Jones. And we're going back to the 1980 album Warm Leatherette. Once again, big shout out to Mark. And the next tune is Private Life. I suppose it's necessarily contrasted with public life. And perhaps in some or even many cases, there will be a distinction between the characteristics or the behaviors of someone's public and private life. And perhaps, the nature of that dichotomy could be more interesting or more mundane in different instances. So I wonder what Grace has to say about private life. I wonder if the private life is in any way, salacious or, what's the right word? Sensual, I guess. Again, people pointed out that in many of her tunes, she does not shy away from those types of themes. So I suppose I've been put on alert enough that I'm now thinking about that every time I go into one of her tracks. But either way, it's fair to say that it's a title that makes me curious about what might be at play. So let's find out. This is Grace Jones. The tune is Private Life, and it's from the 1980 album Warm Leatherette. Little like slippery watery but yeah, you want to bring some dub reggae style, I'm here for it.
Okay on TV, but you cannot turn it off. Your marriage is a tragedy, but it's not my concern. I'm very
just making an observational point.
I hate everything official. Your private life, come baby, me out. Private life, come baby, me out.
And that pad sounds like something from a Pet Shop Boys too.
You've made a desperate appeal, now save your breath. Attachment to obligation, regret shit that's so wet. And your sex life complications are not my fascination.
I'm not about that.
Private life, come baby, out.
This feels targeted.
Private life, come baby, out.
This is amazing. Some tasty guitar licks with your reggae vibes.
But you're still clinging to somebody you deplore. And now you want to use me for emotional blackmail. I just feel pity when you lie, content when you cry. Private life, come baby, out. Private life, come baby.
can't like not hear them. The track's like low key jamming out. Sonic mashup, dub, guitar jam, spoken word poetry. I'm literally throwing every description I can think of at it, and I'm still not sure any of them are sufficient. Yeah, amazing. Maybe my favorite tune from her so far, which did seem on some level like it has to be about someone specific. Again, I suppose it could be, characters in a story, but it feels very targeted, it feels very specific, and it feels like someone who perhaps came into her life, tried to somehow manipulate her, emotionally blackmail her, as I think she put it. But now she's saying, I don't care about, your hang-ups, like emotional or your sexual proclivities. That's your private life. That's not my concern. And I enjoy the contrast, the dichotomy of her very sort of cold and sharp, almost robotic spoken word delivery with that more robust and soulful sung delivery in parts. And again, the song had that dichotomy in a way, and that a lot of it was just this smooth, mellow dub reggae vibe, but it would burst to life, and again, the guitar would come in a bit heavier than you would normally expect in like a reggae dub track. Not that there's not, of course, there's a lot of reggae with epic guitar, but essentially, like, it felt like it had some different flavors, some soul as well, especially like in the vocal work in those more expansive parts. So yeah, some different colors to this one, and again, maybe my favorite from her so far. It's hard, again, it's all very new still, and I'm also going through a lot of other music which sort of muddles my memory in the specific moment. But yeah, really enjoy a lot of reggae music, a lot of Jamaican music, so already I'd be inclined to like this one. And the other flavors, again, there were some moments where the bass was really going and the keys were getting, it was like, it's mellow the whole time. It wasn't like, ooh, it's a, smoke is coming off the instruments. It's that kind of jam fest, but it had this like very quietly going about its business of jamming out in the different parts. So really cool one. Looking forward to more. Shout out to Mark once again. Apologies, this deep dive has fallen off a little bit in a couple cases. I should mention, me being sick, which, you could probably hear it, I'm still like congested, but I feel basically back to normal. So some lingering symptoms, but I'm basically better. But being sick enough that I couldn't shoot videos for, what was it, like 5 days, maybe 4 days. Either way, that, it really put me behind on a number of things, and I'm still scrambling to catch up. So bear with me, as I guess what I'm saying. I appreciate the patience, as well as all the enthusiastic comments and support of the different deep dives. So yeah, let me know what you think of this one from Grace. I will see you next time. Peace.